Welcome to Threads of Time. My name is Zephania. This is my little place on the internet where I talk about my crafting endeavours. So it's been about a month since the last video, and it is actually the year anniversary to me starting this channel, which is cool, groovy. Yay! I'm very excited about it, obviously. I did make a video before this, but I didn't publish it because I didn't like how it turned out. But basically, in that video, I was talking about how I was setting goals for January and what I wanted to accomplish this month. What is the date today? 26. So it's almost the end of January. And my plan was to complete as many of my whips as possible. So I have done that. I have finished my friend's shawl. I'll show this one. Here's the last panel. I've blocked it, but I haven't woven in the end yet, so still need to do that, but I'm not seeing her for a little while, I don't think, so we're fine. Yeah, I hope she likes it. I've sent her pictures, so hopefully it gets lots of wear this winter time. The other object I completed is my beauty school, which I've blocked and woven in the ends and done all that. So yeah, excited about this. It's nice and comfy, it's not a super tight jumper. My other, did I bring it with me? No, my other beauty school is a size smaller, so here's that. And then yeah, that's the two items I've finished. I have finished one of the sleeves for Josh's jumper, so it's done. And I've started the next one, but I've only done the cuff. I probably will put this one on hold simply because it's been really hot here in Australia, so this is a very rustic wool. It's the Jameson's, so it kind of is a bit itchy and warm and sticky. I also actually finished something else. Finished my skirt, and the saga continues, doesn't it? Even though I did the math for it, I'm not happy with how it's fitting, so yeah, I completed it and I've just pinned down the waistband elastic, and I tried it on with that in it, and I just feel like it's puckering too much at the waist, and I don't like that. So I'm gonna knit it again. I think I'm gonna put it in the naughty corner for a while, just because, yeah, I don't think I can knit another skirt. I think this third one that I shall do, I might do a ribbed style skirt rather than the stockinette style, which sounds like torture. And then I have one cast on because I cast two things off. I was like, I need something else, and I was feeling a lot of knitting rage. And I just got to remember sometimes that, you know, this is my hobby, it's not my job, and I need to do things that are enjoyable. So I cast on the top cardigan that I plan to wear with the skirt. So this is a 1950s cardigan, so it's knit in pieces. I can show you a picture. I don't know if this will show up, but it's not great. That's what it looks like. I'll add one as well. But yeah, that's that. I thought I got gauge with the 4mm needles. It recommends this is a DK weight Tandy. But after I've knitted a bit, I noticed that I was only getting about 5.5 an inch. And you're supposed to get 6 stitches to an inch, so I changed down to a 3.75. And I think I'm getting closer to it. I might go down again. Don't know. I'm doing the 36-inch bust because this is one of the rare vintage patterns that's come in multiple sizes. So yes, there's that. What else? So this video is going to be really short, basically, unless I talk about something. So I have been sewing a bit because it's been warm, so I can't knit as much because it hurts my hands when they get super hot. So I have made a skirt. This is a 80s, 90s skirt pattern. I'm thinking, I have worn this, hence why it's so wrinkly. I'm thinking that I might change it to not have the kick pleat at the front. So it has a pleat at the front and back. And oh, this is looking like it's pulling. My butt is big. So yeah, I might close up the back one as well a little bit because it's got a bit of ripping there. But yeah, that's that one. And I also sewed up this dress that I'm wearing, which is a 50s dress. It does have a little top to put over it, but I don't know if I'm going to make it. And I also started a circle skirt in some black crepe, which gave me sewing rage because it's so slippery, but it's a really nice crepe. It's from We Are the Fabric store. And I just have to hem that and put the hook and eye on it. So yeah, been a productive month. I have been trying to post on Instagram more, so if you want to follow me over there, it is my first name. I'll add a little caption here. And yeah, what else can I talk about? In terms of my plans for this year, I probably will focus on doing some things on my last year's Make 9 that I didn't do this year. I definitely want to swatch next month, I think, for the Elizabeth vest from Tudor Roses. And what else? I want to do the Primrose by Marie Wallen this year, as I have the kit, which I got last year. So I think they're going to be my two complicated projects. I'm probably not going to do as much gift knitting this year and try and focus on doing some complicated things for myself. I definitely want to knit up that vintage pattern that was handwritten that I have the original dress of. I've just been deciding on the yarn. I think I've finally found a metallic thread yarn that I want to use. So probably buy the yarn for that soon. One thing I have implemented is I've started journaling my makes. So this is just going to be my sewing and knitting planner. And yeah, so this is the, I don't know how to say this brand, Rhoda, anyway. And it's just one of their bullet journals, so it has a table of contents, which we can't see. And then it has a breakdown of the months, which I thought I might use to put in what I completed that month and what I plan to sew up. And then I made this isn't been filled in properly, but a body statistics page, which I need to do the measurements for. And then a knitting and sewing, like, wish list, I guess you could call it. And then I think I might do a finished objects spread. So once something's finished, I just write it down. And then the main reason is to document my sewing and knitting. So I have just been playing around with the style. So this is the page for this dress and what I'll do next time if I decide to make it. There are quite a few changes I'll probably make. This was I didn't make a mock-up for this dress, so luckily it fits. I actually know that most vintage patterns tend to fit me quite well if they're a 34 bust or a 36 bust. The main alterations I made was shortening it through from the waist up so that the skirt was shorter, and I also folded back this slightly more than what is called for in the sewing pattern. And then yeah, I have a beauty school pullover page, so I just wrote down the first version, this red version, any notes for future versions, because the blue one I made the yarn is very different to the red one. So I actually think with this red one I could have knit it in the size down and still been fine. The problem I have with this particular pattern is that the small is a 33 and the medium is a 37-inch bust. Don't quote me on this. Anyway, I'm more of a like 35-ish, so I'm kind of in between those two sizes. And I just think for future ones I need to consider how the yarn will react. So the blue version is in a non-superwash wool, so it fluffed up nicely, but also makes it have less stretch. Where this is in a superwash, so it grows a little bit, and the yarn is very slippery and soft. So yeah. And I'm going to leave this other page blank because I know I'll probably knit more in the future because it is such a good basic pattern to have on the needles. Speaking of patterns, I've been indulging in my collector heart, and I bought some sewing patterns from the 50s. So the jacket for this it's kind of just like a top, So it has buttons down the back. So it'd be quite annoying to take on and off. So I think I might do the jacket that this dress has, which is buttoned down the front. And then I got this one, which is really cute. I bought this one because one of my favourite dresses that I ever bought, vintage wise, is probably one of the first dresses I owned. Is kind of like the full skirt version of this. So I do actually have a pattern that is a full skirt version of a style like this, but it's in a 30 bust, so that's never going to work. But yeah. And then knitting patterns. I got some cute 40s ones. I really love the Sun Glow brand. It was, here's the back side. It was an Australian mill. So, I don't know, I really love the look of the girls. They're so cute, and they have some very interesting original designs. And then I got this Woolworths one. It has a men's pattern too. So beautiful Fair Isle. So that's exciting. And then I got this big lot of late 50s, but I'll just show you the one that caught my eye the most and the reason why I bought the lot. But this amazing jacket. So this style was popular obviously through the mid to late 50s, I'd say. Like Freddy's of Pinewood definitely sell a jacket like this one. So I was really interested in the knit one. It's called Battle Jacket, which is cool. But I'd never seen this style before. Not to brag, but I have a pretty good memory, especially when it comes to patterns. Like if I see a vintage knit piece, I can sometimes, maybe like 80% of the time, be able to go, that was hand knit, I know the pattern, I've seen the pattern. So yeah, not to brag. But yeah, there's a few other cute ones. I really like this one too, which is in this button-up booklet. But yeah. What else to talk about? I have bought some yarn, but I will have to go get it, so give me a second. Okay, I'm back. I actually recently reorganized my yarn stash, so let me know if you guys want me to do a little stash tour video, because I always love seeing the yarn that other people have. So I got some of the merino possum fingering from Louie and Lola. She's a Tasmanian dyer and I have a lot of her yarn. I really like it. So I got the natural, which I thought would be a little bit warmer as it's showing up. And I got this dusty pink because I would say my favorite color is blue, but I've been making a lot of pink stuff recently. I think it's because I've just found my favorite types of pink. I just keep buying them, where I know if I see a blue that is probably going to suit me. So yeah, this one's not too bad. I love the depth that the possum gives, because it isn't a fully white yarn, which obviously you can see because this is the undyed base of it. It feels, I'm not super sensitive, so it doesn't feel too bad. But yeah, I got 3 skeins of this, and they're 425 meters per 100 grams, so I have plenty. And I got 4 of these. I think I might do a cabled cardigan for myself in this. I think that would be really cute, and if not a cardigan, maybe a pullover, because I really liked my Not a Boring Sweater by, I can't remember who, but it's too small for me now, so I don't get to wear it. It had got this big stain on it, so I tried to dye it black, which didn't work. I have to dye it again and see if it becomes less patchy. But yeah, and then this one, I thought just a little, maybe a little 40s top. Oop. Well, I think I could probably do something cabled in this as well, because there's just so much yardage. Or I don't think there's enough contrast, but that new Jessie May design, the gingham, great gingham, amazing gingham, I forget, but I don't think there's enough contrast. I've thought about that jumper. I do actually like a lot of modern jumpers. Speaking about that, I thought the Nora sweater in this, I'll add a little doobly-doo. Yeah, because it's quite similar to colour to the pictured yarn, and I think it would give the same drape. I mean, this is a very tightly packed skein. But yeah, lots of plans as always. I mean, half the fun of knitting is planning, so yeah. I decided not to do an actual solid make 9, like a grid, but I might do what Tiny Human Knits. She spoke about it in one of her episodes, how she has a jar filled with the pattern names that she wants to knit. Maybe I'll just pull one out, read it, see if I want to knit it. But yeah. I mean, how is everyone going with their goals? It's almost the end of the month, so you've either failed or you're still going solid. But yeah, mine is just to experiment more with the things I make and the things I want to wear and the colours that I like, and yeah, do all that stuff. So let me know if you want to see that stash tour, and if you're still watching, give me a like. It helps the channel. I can see all you people that tap out at 4.25 minutes. I just must be so not interesting after 5 minutes. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.